the moon and stars come to me through fire and war. Ooh, ooh, come nearer, come and look upon my heart, upon my heart. Ooh, lay down your weapon, it is not too late for my mercy. Ooh, ooh, come and look upon my heart, upon my heart. Ooh, 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 I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a dread and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god?
Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. I'm a god. Oh, fuck. Just trying to turn this down to 5 decibels. There we go. Go on, second. I got to lock myself in. I just need to know about the crossout. I don't know what the fuck 7 of these windows are. Null. What? It is not too late for my mercy. Alright, well, 1 second. Ah, shit, no, I don't want to cut. Make that fade to black cut. Oh, oof. Yeah, no, let's just do it. Let's just do a fade. Yeah, that feels better. I need to have my own actual cut in there. It's weird. They used to have a free cut that was in there from the regular OBS. That was like the pixelated thing. I was using that, but apparently now they don't have that. Maybe I'll have to find a brand new one. I also need to really find some GIFs here to utilize here in the backdrop. ESO GIFs. Elder Scrolls Online GIFs. They gotta have something. There is no escape. Roll or intervention working in this place. There is no escape. Although to be fair, it will need to be 1080p at least. Yep, none of them are 1080p. All these are really low resolution. Probably makes sense though, because doing 1080p GIF would cost a lot. So did that really have any? Well, I mean, they do have some, but they're all of people and persons, places, and things. Like, I need just a environment. I mean, yeah, that could work. A popular Riverwood. The issue is that for whatever reason, Riverwood. For whatever reason, I cannot actually, like, plop GIFs. Oh, here we go. I can get rid of that thing now. For whatever reason, I can't plop GIFs down anyplace. Alright, well, let me see. Let's see. Can I get Crossout now? Okay. This is weird. Game capture properties. Okay, yeah, for whatever reason, the quick drop-down menu does not actually properly capture it. Ah, yeah, that's right. My game's at 1080p right now. So, or sorry, it's at 4K. So the game is going to look absurdly large to this canvas. Fit to screen. Shwink. Hello, I'm back. Hey, what's up there, Minnie? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, currently right now, I'm just messing around with some settings in OBS, trying to get everything working up here. It seems to actually be doing really well, though. Seems to all be doing, like, fabulous right now. I need to do randomized on that. But yeah, look at this. We're now at 1080p, 60 FPS, and my CPU is only being utilized 6% right now. Oh, that's amazing. Honestly, that's amazing. Comparatively to what it used to be, my fucking OBS used to be dog dick slow. I mean, Jesus Christ. It was bad. I also noticed, wow, this chat window is obscenely long. Why is it that long? Properties. We do not need it to be that wide. We can have that half as wide. There we go. Beautiful. Is this a new CPU? Absolutely. Yeah, it will take a while, yeah. But actually, to be fair though, comparatively to my old CPU and my old setup was getting like 40-50% CPU utilization out on OBS. And now it's getting like, what is this now? I want to say this is... Oh, this has got to be pretty low. We're down to 6 to 7%. Let's test it in gameplay here. See if it jacks up at all. Yeah, so we're out here. We're moving around. But like, oh my god. The maximum we're seeing is 15%. Yeah, holy shit. That is like leagues better. Absolute leagues better than what I was getting last time. Oh, that's amazing. And what is my current CPU usage right now? Oh, yo, that's fucking sick. Yeah, let me show you this, guys. Let me get my display capture going. Display capture. Boink. Although to be fair, this will need to be display capture, transform. Yeah, for whatever reason, it will not let me transform. It will only let me do... Yeah! That's weird, that's funny. Yeah, for whatever reason, it won't let me transform it properly. Boink, so I'll have to do it like this. Actually, wait. I'll have to do it like that real quick. But here, let me show you this fucking CPU usage right now. In-game, 30%. Let's bump it around here. And let's just, you know, do some things, fire some weapons here. I mean, this is pretty good. We got a nice solid lock, 60 FPS. Ah, this feels so much smoother. Comparatively to like when I would play this game, and I was getting some 60, 30 FPS at any given moment in time. Ah. Okay, and let's bump it back up to here. What we got here? Yeah, look at that shit. Oh, that's so good. Like 30% usage, peaking at around 40. Fuck yeah. Oh, it's amazing. Of course, our 1080 is struggling to keep up, but... I mean, this is what's going to happen with a 10-year-old graphics card. Especially when I'm running a game at 10... or at 4K resolution. This is running at legitimately 4K resolution, high and everything, with face ring in the background. Yeah, so actually, let me see here. Graphics, that's 1080p. Let's bump this up to 60 FPS. So now you guys should be able to see my face rig in full smoothness. Ah, it just looks so much better too. You got a 4K monitor? I do. I got like a BenQ something something something. I don't remember. It's an HDR 4K monitor. It's like really good for photo editing, which I do very little of, and color critical work, which I do very little of. But damn, does it look pretty. Like, I'm playing on this 28 Beast, and it's like, oh my fucking god. 4K porn on this thing is amazing. If only my internet didn't suck wieners. Double pun there, get it? Hey, what's up, Manny? How you doing? Well, welcome. Ah, feels so good, though. Feels so good. We're not having any more, like, CPU-bound limitations anymore. I can actually play the games. I can actually play the games. And I'm not just, like, fucking with you. It's now legitness. Of course, I still gotta fix a couple of things here. Like, my BRB screen is still, you know, really fucking dark. So I really need to, like, you know, add things to this thing. You know, gotta add text to it. Gotta be, like, BRBs. BRB, we'll just do, say, 5 min. And then select font. Can we just use stencil? I just use stencil for everything. Apparently, it cannot handle 2 words at a time. BRB, 5 min. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So now we got that there. Just a basic screen, you know what it is. Yeah, I was say it's gonna look way better because you have to remember too, AMD processors are also, I don't know what it is, but if I remember correctly, I know AMD processors specifically are really built for streaming encoding in mind. So it's actually like really excellent on there. And why the fuck is my dog going berserk right now? The devil is going on. Oh, I guess it is 3:30 though. So people are probably approaching home. Let me take a look though with my extra long fucking headset cable. Oh, yep. Yep. Fucking whoops. To be fair, I probably should have been streaming earlier today, but damn was I lazy. Trying to figure out things to do. Yeah, we can probably play for like an hour or two. Just get a little back-to-back in here, getting back into this groove of things. I've also been fucking around with data recovery software because I accidentally formatted one of my hard drives with a copy of Windows on it, and I didn't realize it until later because I accidentally installed Windows onto one of my old platter drives instead of onto my old like 1 terabyte boot drive. There's 2 1 terabyte drives, and one of them had all the pictures on it. One of them was just an empty fucking drive, and I accidentally did the wrong one. So I have to go through like a 4-hour recovery. I mean, I've been doing multiple recovery sessions. It's just the issue is every recovery tool requires you to have a license to use it. And I'm just like, I'm going to use this exactly once and then uninstall it. Like, I don't give a shit. Just give me the material and then I'll dip. Then I'll dip. Damn dog. But, alright. Let's do stuff. I'm not sure what stuff, but stuff is stuff. I'm still just absolutely floored by the quality difference here. It's so much better. Because while Crossout runs anything, it's still 4K. Yeah, true, but that's mostly a GPU limitation at this point. It won't be a limitation on my CPU anymore. Because that was the big thing. For the longest time, my CPU was the biggest bottleneck on this system. Mostly because of just the variety of applications I run in the background. Mostly being OBS. OBS, holy shit. I think it was taking up like 40-80% of my CPU at sometimes. Any CPU headroom it could get, it needed. Mostly just an issue regarding my old hardware. Because my old hardware was not really meant for streaming encoding. But this one, strangely enough, kind of is meant for that. What weapon should I buy? I have no idea right now. I've been kind of out of the loop for a hot second. I don't know. Let me take a look, though. If I had to guess, Lacerators have jumped up in price, so I wouldn't purchase those. But if I had to guess, there's probably some uber cheap purples in here that you could probably still buy and wait for a buff. Well, I guess fuses are probably going to be the biggest thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Look how cheap these things are. $162. Are you kidding me? These are so ungodly cheap. Jesus Christ, I gotta buy these before they go back up in price again. Let's do 1261 and we'll purchase 10 of them. There we go. That'll work for me. Hell yeah. I already got a bunch of them right now. Let me take a look here. Yeah, I already got 8 of them, because for whatever reason, they're just so ungodly cheap. Lacerators, I bought these at 170. They're now at 210. So if I bump out the calculator here, do 210, oops, sorry, times 0.9. Yeah, I'd still roughly make 19 coins right now. Roughly 15 if you account for variants. So short term, I made decent profit on these things. Not too bad. I should have bought more, though, but I was kind of lazy. Harvester, how you doing? I bought you for 1,600? Or no, I bought you for 1,450. Yep, and you're still there. I'm just waiting for this thing to get buffed, because once the Harvester gets buffed, that's like an extra, $200 in my pocket. Aspects. Oof, the aspects have gone down in price significantly. I'm gonna wait for those things to bump up back to 19k again. I'll have to see, though. I know right now, the price of weapons is a bit odd since the Leviathans have been a bit weird. I was actually thinking about doing a Leviathan. Since now all Leviathans have to be interesting, I guess we could try to do something different. We could try to do a cohort Leviathan, but what I'm thinking about doing is doing an Omnibox Leviathan, since the Omnibox gives really great advantages here. So we can try that, or we could just do a straight up Humpback Leviathan. But I think the extra speed of the Omnibox might be nice, and the extra reload speed will be consistent too. So I feel like that'd be a really nice thing to try. So let's see. Let's do a Long Boy Leviathan. Something like so. Let's get extra long stuff here. Where's the Omnibox at? I just saw you here. Shoink. Dust and remains. It's gonna be roughly 3 on each side. I'm in the spin. I probably stuff something underneath here, because we're more than likely gonna need redundant frames to begin with. Yeah, so let me just do it this way. I don't quite need 4. Yeah, I'll probably be alright with 3. Because 4 would probably be just a tad bit too excessive. Is it smoother? Oh, absolutely. This gameplay experience is like 200% smoother. Right now, it's all GPU bound. You have to remember, I used to stream it. I used to play this game at like a lower base resolution and like medium settings. I'm playing it at fucking max everything right now. Absolutely. That's why this game looks absolutely crisp. It may be hard for you guys to see because I'm playing it at 4K 60 FPS. You guys are getting this downscaled to 1080p, and then it's also being siphoned through a encoder, which is naturally going to lose a little bit of visual fidelity, and then it's being ran through Twitch servers or YouTube servers, so then right there you're going to get a huge reduction in visual fidelity. If I don't move at all, it'll be alright. But if I start moving, you'll notice a complete degradation of the visual quality. But overall, though, I mean, if you compare this to my last stream, this will be like 200% better, easily. Like, without a doubt. Like, it won't even be, like, on the same fucking playing field. It'll be hilarious. You know, I honestly... yeah, let's make this a bit longer. Because I already sense that we're going to have a potential issue. But let's throw on some steering wheels here. We'll do some basic steering up front. Like so. Keep them nice and stratified. Something like so. Throw in some twin wheels in here just so we have an extra bit of hauling power. I think it'll drop from 60 in heavy combat simulations, to be honest, just because even though my Crossout runs anything, it's still 4K, 1440p at best. What memory speed are you using? Right now, I'm using 3200 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. It's like some G-Skiller, Ripjaw, where the fuck it is, one of the two. It's stuff I had from like 5 years ago. It's old DDR4 at this point. I literally harvested from my first system long ago, from like 7 years ago. But it's still great memory. And 3200 is going to be more than enough for this CPU. I mean, if I wanted to get more performance, more headroom out of this, I know AMD greatly benefits from it. But like, if I wanted to get like a 4000 megahertz or gigahertz DIMM, it'd be a bit expensive for me. Just a smidgen expensive. Alright. Honestly, I might need... Actually, no, I could add more wheels into here. Maybe I could throw in some, like, I could do that. Although the thing is with Leviathans, strangely enough, you do not want any explosives on your car, since flame and melee builds are super common. So I want to make sure I am safe in the most highest of senses. This bitch. A day pleasure, Cicero, nice. Maybe I need to just do a 6x4 here. No, that wouldn't work either. I guess you just do a 1x8, 1x6, maybe? Oh, ironically enough, it's a 1x7 gap. Damn. So, regardless of what I do, it's going to be slightly off. That's right, because the Omnibox itself is slightly off. Well, let's see. That one is 3 and 3. Alright. What I can do here, just to make this even, I'll bring this one forward here. Just because this will just make building less of a headache. Because if you're dealing with even increment, armor itself just meshes better with the car overall. Doing anything else just kind of gets you a bunch of headaches. And I'm also probably going to need to double reinforce this frame at some point. Because I know there's going to be a high chance of this frame being defragged. Who knows, though? Who knows? I think about doing wonky things, too. Like, I think about potentially adding lacerators to the outside of this build. So anyone who rams into it doesn't deal... just gets hit more. But to be honest, it may just be overkill. So what we can do... let's get some caucuses up here. Would I be able to do 2 of these? Alright, great. 3? Yep, I can do 3, but I think 4... Yep, 4. Yeah, 3 is the maximum here. Okay. Then we'll just stick with 2. Aura's definitely going to be advised. Sorry about the dog there. She is just absolutely, positively excited right now. What for? I do not know. But absolutely going bonkers. It's a great dog, though. Downside, the loudest fucking breed you'll ever hear in your life. Things like crack. Let's see, what would be another decent weapon here to work with? Equalizers are good. Maybe piercers wouldn't be a bad idea. Although hard to say, I'd really like to use those whirls. Because the whirls seem like they'd be pretty decent. Not to mention they have that kind of like that built-in step ladder to it. It could potentially work. It could potentially work. What I'm thinking about potentially here is doing like a small platform. So that'll be where a lot of the weapons are harnessed. And then same thing here. We'll have a lot of the weapons harnessed on a platform. Oop, do you not want to wiggle yourself down there? Ah, it's colliding with the caucus here. Let's see, that one is one from the frame. That's interesting. So this frame uniquely interferes with the caucus. Guess we'll have to do this. Oh, no. Interesting. Yeah, weird. It's like interfering uniquely with this. Alright. Cheeky bugger. Will you work with a buggy frame? Although I guess that makes sense, though. Even though it's an even length, the back frame here is miffed over by 1 extra frame. Interesting. So I might have to actually put it out this way and just deal with the inherent consistencies of it. I guess I'll just armor the middle a bit oddly. If you want a better memory, I think it's better to overclock what you already have. It's not worth it buying a new kit. My DDR4 1300, 38 megahertz with tuned subtimings. Yeah, it seems pretty decent. I think right now I have mine overclocked with the XMP profile, which I think bumps it up an extra 600 megahertz automatically, and I've experienced no stability issues with it. So I think I'm just good with that. And I'll say, if I have the need for it, I could try to overtune it a bit more. But right now, I seem to be doing alright. I know I also have the basic Wraith cooler. I no longer use my, I mean, I guess I could mount my Evo cooler, but it doesn't have RGB on it. Not to mention I can sell that for a prettier penny. I might as well use it. The basic Intel stock cooler sucked PP. But the Wraith cooler is actually doing really well. Although it is good at overclock capacity, considering it's old DDR4, you probably won't have to say much of that, but you never know. True, true. I'm not too worried about it, though. I would say if I was really itching for like an extra like 5% headroom, I'd be alright. But as it currently stands, I have like 40% headroom. So it's honestly really great right now. If I was dealing with a little bit, a bit closer to the system there, it's up there, right? Yeah, perfectionist. Yeah, I get it too. I guess there's also like a lingering thought in my head as to not to overclock it, because I know there is a risk of shortening its lifespan. So theoretically, not overclocking it can result you in longer lasting performance. So maybe that's like another thing to potentially consider in my end. Because I do like the idea of, like, you know, keeping this hardware longer. Also, this thing needs to be one lower to match up with the other side. There we go. So then what I can do with this is then we can just have the aura on this bad boy. Like so. Let's see. Yeah, that could probably work like so. I take to the open seas. Yeah. Wow. And before, I follow and don't ask more. You know, I should potentially do this. It's hard to say. I really want, like, the, I really want that extra height there. I wonder if I could just plop this engine in here. Like so. And just kind of use that as a pseudo-platform. More HP. But then now, my piercers can peek over the aura. That car looks good, man. Hey, thank you. It's right now a basic-ass frame, but right now we're trying to do a Leviathan, but we're trying to keep it nice and even. And then we're going to armor it up all nice and cocoon-like. It's going to be nice and low profile. I think it'll do alright. It's pretty much a myth. As long as you stay within boundaries. I suppose. Oh, it's hard to say, too. I think really the only time you ever get a hardware issue where it actually shortens your lifespan is whenever you're dealing with an Apple product. It pretty much seems to be like the only case. Because I think Apple is like the only like high-end laptop manufacturer that like routinely pushes out products that intentionally shorten their own lifespan. Like, don't most of their CPUs and their laptops run at like native, I want to say like 98 degrees before the fans kick in or something like that? What's the game? It looks fun. Well, the game here, what we're dealing with here right now, is called Crossout. Play the game all the time. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you know what I could do? I do have the nest here. I'm gonna, the thing is that it uses explosives. So I'm not quite sure if I want that. But, since we already have it, I might as well. I can mount it upwards so that I can utilize it at all points in time. Alright, Rose cross that. Yeah, he got it. Ah, yes. The great near drones. I could plop down 2 of these bad boys. That'll be alright. I could definitely flop down a nice radar here. I don't really have a way to mount it effectively. Wait. Haha. Gotcha. So I can mount it there nice and sneakily. Sweet. And I could throw down a chameleon too. Being sneaky does have its benefits. Yeah, the two things that degrade the CPU, temperature and high voltage paired with high current, both necessary. But if you're rendering something for a long period of time for years at high temps, you definitely degrade the CPU. True. I guess there's also just a potential issue with fucking with the thermal interface. Because I know if you're not a person who does a lot of maintenance on your computer and doesn't know how to do maintenance, having a computer that consistently runs hot could run the risk of drying out the thermal interface. And, you know, potentially giving it less ideal temperature variations here. Hey, what's up there, Infernal? How you doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. I also don't have the loyalty bot, my typical UTB loyalty bot working for Twitch. I was wondering your guys' opinions on that. If it's worth the hassle. Doing good, doing good. Designing a Leviathan right now. Trying to see what I can get away with here. It's looking good so far. Yeah, making sure I'm not using these. Honestly, I am tempted to utilize my fused radiators and zeals here. Because they have lower power score for one. But two, they're like almost as effective as a regular radiator here. Of course, you don't have the extra efficiency depending on your movement. But look at this. The base efficiency of this is 71%. The base efficiency here is 70%. So literally the base efficiency is higher on a fused radiator. It's really cool. I love that. Really kind of sweet. Oh yeah, it's definitely changed a lot. If you haven't played it in like a year or two, a lot of things are going to have changed here. A lot of good things, too. That's for sure. You know, I could get rid of these chameleons here and just swap down some dronies. Who knows? Who knows? I'm tempted. I also do have a barrier, I think, right? Yeah, I do have a barrier here. And a barrier wouldn't be a bad thing to invest in. Because this bad boy does do that protection thing. Let's see. Alright. Looks like we're back. Alright, so now we have the barrier installed. What else we could do here? I guess I could get rid of this. And re-flop down that chameleon. Where did that bad boy go? So re-flop that down here. And then reduce buggy floors. Like so. Oh yeah, that could work. There we go. So we still have the chameleon, we still have the radar, we still have all the drones here. And the driving's pretty nice. And you got that nice turning on there. And the speed on this bad boy is fucking fast. Jesus. And the extra auras definitely do help here. Yeah, I just do like the nice sleek profile of it too. And it has like that nice little stack when it comes to the guns. Oh, I just love that. I guess we could throw on some shotties and some equalizers. That probably would help, but we're going to need some more space here. So let's start throwing on some of these lighter frames, see what happens here. So we're going to need something lower profile than this. So yep, so the aspects do look like a good candidate. Downside is they're a bit high in power score for my liking. Ooh, wow. Oh, wait. Interesting. I wonder if it's the case that these things are considered the same as the Caucasus. Oh, no, they probably conflict with the Piercers. That's probably what it is. Because I'm assuming it goes by this classification. I could see that. Like how... Actually, the Reaper kind of actually fits more with a autocannon. Huh. We'll have to see. Alright. What's another potential option then? Synthesis wouldn't be a bad idea. They technically conflict with that gun I would like to call bullshit. Ah, here we go. So let me just flop it to the side. It only conflicts with it a little bit. To be fair, though, it's not really going to matter because this gun is never going to fire directly face forward. Absolutely never. So what we can do is that. And then we can slap on even more. To be fair, his vehicle might need to even be longer. Because while I do like the compact nature of it, this could actually work against itself. Because the guns, the best thing that's going to help you is spaced armor when it comes to explosions. So I'm thinking here... Something like so, potentially. Maybe move it 2 forward. Maybe 3 forward, just so that we have the extra frame there to work with. 2 frames is better than 1. And then let's try that with the extra caucuses. Boop. Boop. And then throw down those bad boys again. I do have the Sumators, so I could utilize those. So we have the Synths here. And then we throw down some Fenders on these bad boys. Taking a little bit of extra armor here. I'm only using Fenders just because they're easy. There probably is more ideal armor to utilize. I guess we could line it up there. Yeah. And then line it up like so. And then maybe, where is... Maybe this thing? Stories of old. Alright. And then like so. So keep that in there. Well, that kind of needs to be attached, so that's alright. I could add some armor like so. Maybe... How long is that space? Alright, that's 3 long. So I could add a flat piece of armor and then a slope. That would probably be the best thing. Alright. So we still have even more space. So that's one thing here we got going. Guess we could throw on some more of these twin wheels. Extra benefit to these things, low power consumption. So you get a lot more hauling power, but not too much damage in terms of speed. So it's kind of nice. Unfortunately, I do not have that many copies of twin wheels. I do not have Zetameni. So I'll have to sacrifice and use some other variances. But you generally don't want to use too many steering wheels, too. Still doing pretty alright. Still got decent speed to it. Yeah, it appears that the long-range damage on this, though, is a bit lacking. So that long-range damage we do need to improve. I'm curious, Storm, how well do you do in terms of deeps? This probably does decent. Yeah, it's got decent deeps, and the nice consistent speed on it too probably helps out a decent chunk. Throw in the extra reload speed. Alright. And the hot rod helps here too, because the hot rod gives us extra reload. Could I see your best build? I mean, it depends what you mean by best. Highest power score build, we haven't really done well with that. We have done well with mostly, like, weird niche small builds. Mostly those. Mostly those. Here we go. Maybe I could slap on... Would 2 6s work here, or would a 6 and a 4 work the best? I'm thinking a 6 and a 4 would probably work the best here. Here we go. Just to keep that nice and covered there. And then we're also probably going to do, too, we're probably also going to add some extra frames out here, and then attach bumpers to that so it makes it ramming proof. Hey, what's up there, Alex? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm doing alright, my dude. Doing alright. Currently, I'm just designing a car, seeing how it goes. So the storms do work. They do work. Is there in a bit of an awkward position? So I'm thinking about doing it, so I'm thinking about extending the car even more. We could do that. It is getting to be a very long car. And then I'm thinking about adding sumators onto this. What we could actually do is even this way, just to extend it out even longer. Because we have dual sumators here. They're all fused. So why not? Gives them a little bit of extra oomph there. Alright, that's pretty decent. And then what we can go ahead and do, to make it a bit more power score efficient, we can throw on some yield coolers here. Although to be fair, it'll probably be alright. Throw in that. That was a cooler, so a radiator is next. I mean, I guess I could get rid of these buggy floors and just swap on this. Like so. Reduce your power consumption here too. When you'll stream again? Well, I'm doing it right now, and you can watch this later on YouTube. But when I stream again, I don't know. I'm currently just trying to, get all things worked out here, get the settings dialed in, and it seems to be working out just fabulously. I also got to make a video on the patch notes and the other stuff here, so I'll have to see. Yeah, comma, if you want to shit your brains out halfway through. No, I didn't say shoot, I meant shit. Yeah, there we go. That's that profanity I need. Yeah, no, someone just texted in the group chat. Talking about mangoes. Alright. Let's see, what else do we need here? Yeah, so we don't have the nest on this thing, but I think we should be alright. I have to go bye-bye. Alright, you'll take care of my dude. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll see you next time, my dude. Here we go. They fit nice and snugly. Aw, damn them. Oh, it only fits snugly there. Aw. It almost works. It almost works. It is a very long car. I will get that. It is like a walking fortress here. Brother, I must consume the oats. This may have gotten a bit too long a hot second ago. But honestly, it may assist it a lot here. Armor, yeah, we're going to be working on armor here in a hot second. I was just finalizing the power consumption here. It looks alright. What else could I flop in here? I guess I can get rid of these 2 buggy parts and flop in the chill. Because in that way I save myself on even more armor here. Although that one sticks out. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, so looking pretty decent. Looking pretty decent. I could move this forward 1 now. Do it like so. And there we go. And that should keep that nice and secure. How many more bumpers do we have left? I think we're out. If I have another 4, I'd be alright. I currently have... Where did they go? Are we out of those van ones? Yep, we're completely out of them. Can the bot that controls the levy account for the coolers if it shoots longer as long as the guns don't overheat as fast? Yeah, they do. They account for that. The Caucasus used to not be able to, but now they can. Yeah, but all the weapons can account for the fact they have increased headroom. So they will fire longer, they will fire more frequently. In general, they will do some more damage. It's very nice. Bon duvet. Like so. Like so. Oh yeah, damn, we only have 6. Alright, whatever. So that'll work for the equalizers, and then the piercers will have to get their own bumpers. Nice little things to encircle them. I think we should have 1 more here. I might have to use the fire starter ones, unfortunately. Which, they're alright. They just look hideous. Is it this way I gotta mount them? And I gotta do it... Oh, I can't even do it on this one, because the gun has an unusual mount. Maybe if I move it that way, and then turn it around, and then cover your left. Alright. Foreman, The issue is, too, these things are a bit large for what I need. Maybe a Torero fender would be a great idea. No, they can't interact with that. Do we have any of these small fenders? I know we had some military truck ones, but I doubt... Yeah, none of those would really be able to interact there. Alright, we'll just have to see. But now we're going to need to armor this bad boy up. So first things first, well, how tall is this? This looks to be about 3 tall. It's a bit of an unfortunately tall situation here. It's just like a smidge too tall for a lot of armor parts. But we can try to mimic it on each side. So, like so. Just get some basic on here. Here, so we can do something like so. And then flip it around. Flip it around. So we get that nice 3 chunk in the middle. Why do people not like Crossout? Why do people not like Crossout? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why people dislike this game. I mean, fuck, if you just look on the Steam page, I mean, the thing is, the Steam page is kind of weird too. A lot of them just dislike the Gaijin.exe thing. They, which I guess makes sense. For the majority of them, Gaijin.exe will actually trigger their antivirus software. So I can see why people are like, oh no. Because legitimately their computer is going to tell them it is a virus, and that's going to be the only thing they're going to believe. Gaijin could fix that, but I don't think they give a shenanigans. But it's creative. Yeah, a lot of people are not creative. There's a reason why Call of Duty is so popular. Not to shit on Call of Duty, it's just like there's like a certain sect of the gaming community that would be that's much content with just you know, sitting there going ba 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 ba, than having to be like, I ponder the efficiency of using a large fender versus a small fender, and what that means for adequate shielding and part consumption and weight distribution. Like, I don't feel like there's going to be a whole lot of people who are going to be like, you know, pontificating on some shenanigans like that. We got a thinking man's game here. At least this is what I tell myself. Allows me to sleep at night. It looks like we may have slightly unshielded guns here. Hey, wrong there. Same games is fine for a lot of people. I could spend more time building than actually playing. Oh yeah, I mean, I imagine a lot of people, creative aspect of this game can be a huge time sink, especially with the crates and all that jazz. I mean, there's some jazzy stuff you can do there. The thing is, I want these things to be slightly covered. So I wonder if utilizing these 3 tall bumpers here will be a great idea. Because then this way, they'll be nice and covered. With some nice thick armor plating on there. When I say same games, I mean similar games, refresh year by year. People buy them anyway. Yeah, things of like any of the football games, the soccer games, the hockey games, the Call of Duties. I would say Battlefield, but Battlefield stopped doing that method. Probably because they really fucking biffed it with their ham-fisted political messaging in the last game, which really drove a lot of people away. Which honestly is hilarious to me. Because in the realm of politics, nothing is more irrelevant than online politics. Online politics is so fucking... It's all full of grifters that have zero political influence. So then when you see, like, these game studios and Marvel curtail to that, oh, it's hilarious. Because they're like, yep, there goes your profits. Down the drain. Alright. Next, for this car, we're probably going to need a very healthy amount of spaced armor here. So let's try some of that. I'm guessing 4 is not going to be enough. Absolutely not. Okay. So a 2x4 slapped in each space. Then here, here, here. And then we can flop in the 4 long pieces. Like so. Oh, whoops, it didn't attach it here. And then here. And then, here you go. So then we can continue doing that all around the car. We can throw it here too. Throw it here too. We just need a bunch of redundant pieces here. The actual strength of them is kind of irrelevant, because you cannot make every single support structure 200 HP. You're going to have to compromise at some point, and you can manage it just by making a bunch of pieces that are super light. So, like so. Yeah, because that's probably 2. It's between the 2. On the spectrum, to be honest, most people, just depending on the subjects, are completely ignorant of the facts, and then can't accept the truth, and then just go into denial, and the argument never ends. Garbo. A lot of the time, true. Well, even then, they might know the facts, but then the facts are really... It's, like, they brush up on their knowledge either very briefly to the point where it's, like, borderline unhelpful. Like, they'll brush up on, like, a couple of facts, but, like, then they won't delve into any sort of research. Like, it happened a lot when there was, like, talks about, like, eugenics and, like, why African Americans have, like, such disadvantages in society. It's just like, oh, it's because they're stupid, because it's society, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, are you gonna delve any deeper there, son? Gonna delve any deeper? No? Okay, sweet. Alright then, I know to ignore you now. And it's just like, ah, oh, Christ. Why did I get in the argument with this retard? I don't know. It's a waste of my energy. Oh yeah, I'm not always right either. I'm just right a lot more often. I'm right like 98% of the time. Even if I don't know the facts, I can usually get it there. Got that big brain. That furry hat just notes all sorts of knowledge onto one. Fair enough. You see, he agrees. Another one has been indoctrinated. What will they do? I guess we could throw out minivan side panels. And maybe not quite such a bulky things. Maybe like so. Although, actually, wait. Let's do 4 on each end. And then, where was the other one? I got 2 more here. I mean, I guess we could flop it in the middle. The ears must help as well. Absolutely. In fact, in the character settings for this, I enlarged them even, so I could pick up on more of that bullshit. Make my blood boil. Keeps me alive. Nothing sustains quite like annoying idiots. Nothing gets you waked up in the fucking morning. Here we go. Why don't we brush that one back? And then plop you there. And then plop you there. Ooh. It's all coming together nicely. I guess we can all flop that there too. We're making this a very even build. It's very even. The downside is here, we have this, is this 4 long or 3 wide? I'm pretty sure this is 3 wide. Hey, what's up on our side doing? Is this 4 or 3? No, it's exactly 4. Fuck yes. So that means, could I flop on the more pieces? Those Reese's Pieces. Reese's Cups, Reese's Cups. Peanut butter chocolate flavor. Reese's Cups, Reese's Cups. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. But I don't know why I keep thinking of this. Looks like Leviathan. It is. You have absolutely spectacular vision. You have discerned what is discernible. I figured out the issue. This is one longer than the other side. Whoops. Oh, wait, nope. Now, that side was fine. This side's one too short. So which one's farther forward? Because we got that panel there and that panel here. Ah, here we go. So then plop that forward here. And then right there. Nice. You have some questions about the Steppenwolf mechanics? By all means. I have played with those legs many, many times. An ungodly amount of time, in fact. Oh, fuck. I guess we'll throw some bumpers up here. And we can try to make this thing uber slick. So we can do something like... I do like these flails. They are pretty sick. I'll be fair, I'm going to need the other side. Oh yeah, there we go. And then do a left side flail on this side. Oh yeah. And then attach these here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's hot. How do you get the Leviathan? You have to be like level 14 or something like that in the Engineers faction, and then you can craft it. Yeah. It's when you're at a certain level with Engineers. If you turn your head 180 degrees around to do... You see the back of the cap, or does the avatar just not have one? Oh, no, it does have the back of the cap there. It's just kind of hard to see because the face can only track in one dimension. It doesn't have, like, full 3D spatial surround sound. So turning my head, it only works to, like, a 120-degree field of view. But you can kind of see it there. I don't have a mirror there. I also have a tail. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, because it flops up occasionally. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you see my tail. It's there. Just gotta look for it. It's absolutely fantastic tail, if I do say so myself. Here we go. There we go. Oof, we're running out of flails, though, here. So I won't be able to do the fanciness on this side all the way. But I could do it the majority of the way. And then... Do we have another one of those? I guess the blade wings here we'll have to do. Then, like so. Nice. And then, I guess just for the backdrop here... we can do some basic defenses here. Honestly, this is a very power score efficient Leviathan. We're only at 20,000 here. But to be fair, I'm also not using all my legendary weapons. It's just a drone boat. It's a hodgepodge of weapons here. It's like a straight up battle carrier right now. Throwing the barriers there to fuck with them. It's all here. You can't stop me. To be honest, this wouldn't even be that bad to use in Clan Wars, because the turning on this is actually pretty nice once you get up to speed. And my damage is pretty alright for this thing. The armor could be a little bit more desired here. But honestly, not that bad. I don't have too many things dragging on the ground, so I doubt I'm going to get caught anywhere. It's not too shabby, though. Not too shabby. I'll take that. Although we could slope it down a bit more in the center. I would appreciate that. So something like so on each side. Just so it has the visual flair of sloping down. Gives it the idea. Move that up one. I think those are up all the way at the top. Okay, good. Good. Okay, not too shabby. And then, of course, we're going to need to still bump this up even more. We gotta fuse these sides somehow, add on more spatial armor. Same thing here. Just gotta do that to bump it out a bit more. Because this thing will get rammed and all that jazz. So you gotta account for that. Oh no, that one was over here. No, okay, I guess it fused onto all three. There we go. And here we go, we can fuse these together too. And then right here, you can fuse that there. In fact, since we have more of these, let's make it a bit more symmetrical. There we go. Where you can get the game? You can just get this game straight off their website. If you just look up Crossout, you can find it on their website and download it there. I recommend doing it through the website itself because Steam still takes, 12-13% of the revenue from it. However, there is a system you can abuse in this game where you can purchase the pack off Steam first and then purchase off the in-game store, and I think you can purchase it twice, or I think you purchase it from the in-game store and then you purchase it from Steam, so then that way you can actually buy a pack twice. And this is great because if you're ever dealing with a sale, that's a great way how you can double dip on that sale. It's really nice. Alright. So the boat's coming along nicely here. I just gotta make sure. Let's see, what would be a nice way to connect this here? Ooh, it's just like, it's just one space not long enough. It's just like on the cusp of greatness. It's like, it wants to touch, it wants to complete, but it's just so close and yet so far. So close. Do we have another one that has like 6 parts of this? We do, but these are a lot larger parts. A lot more power score involved in these things. We could definitely flop these on here if we need more spatial armor. We definitely need 2 of these on each side. So then like so, like that. And we still have 4 left. Yeah, see, the issue is, like, it'd be nice to have extra redundant parts like that right there. Maybe that one fire part would work nicely. It's called, like, here it is, downstream. Yeah, because then we could do it like that. Yeah, that's good. Because then that way, we can have it touch the frame and the side twice. There we go. That's what I like to see. How much more do we have of these? Oh, we have 6 more. Okay. Well, fuck it. Let's utilize it to its fullest. Might as well. There we go. So then that way we just get extra bit of armor there. Alright, it's doing pretty nicely. I guess I could throw on melee weapons like hatchets on this thing, on the side here. But I'm pretty sure those would get blown off pretty much instantly. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about this side of the car getting hit by cars. I could try just double reinforcing it here. Just so that when it gets rammed, it doesn't, like, lose everything. Something like so. Just a bit of a anti-poke mechanism here. Watching you play, and I'm playing the game. Hallelujah! The absolute wonders that having multiple devices can achieve these days. The ability to do 2 things at once. Fucking fan-flippin-tastic. You know what I mean, man? You know what I mean? It's amazing. Knowledge. Here we go. And while we flop those there too, because why not? Looks cool. This thing has so much HP though. Look at that fucking 4K HP. Jesus. Jesus. It's a beefy son of a gun. Because I could turn that down. And then flop yo on here too. Yo. Yeah. It's not too bad. Just having those nice, like, consistent flat pieces there. Oh, it's so good. Ooh, you know what we could do too? Ventilation boxes, like so. just to reinforce those frames, the tires, and all that jazz. That's pretty sick. And then we can flop on... Ah, damn, we're at the parts limit. Okay. Well, here we go. We are on the USS fucking Enterprise at this point. With the excessive amount of spatial armor on this thing. I mean, to call this excessive, it is absolutely excessive. But it is also perfectly symmetrical. Okay, it's not quite symmetrical, but it's pretty close. And it's really good from the side. Look at that HP, though. 4,500. It's got that deeps. It's got that deeps to it, man. Downside, it has 0 explosion damage, really. But it's alright. It all utilizes the reload and the cooling on this pretty greatly. So that's pretty good. I guess we gotta give it somewhat of a Christmas theme, so let's give it a little bit of paint. Give it the good old paint job. There we go. Let's try it like so. Just a smidge of paint, a dash of paint. There we go. Just a smidgen. Throw on the wheels, why not? Actually, you know what? Throw on Snowflake, because that's the season for it. What else here? We definitely do got a little something. So why don't we just smash up the little bit of a front end here. With a bit of that little something. And let's do it on the same side here as well. There we go. That should be nice. Nice and symmetrical, plenty of boosted armor. Plenty of deeps. Honestly, I mean, it's not the highest DPS it could have. If I wanted more DPS, what I could do is that I could get like a dual Retcher, dual Punisher, like, I don't know, a variety of wonky stuff I could do to make this thing way more damaging. But honestly, I think it's still pretty good as is. It's nice and large. So this would be very hard for like a single cannon shot or a single porcupine to mess with. And it has pretty decent armaments that all enhance each other in a way that's good at most ranges here. So let's give it a shot. It's also super low power score. Being compared to my other Leviathan, I mean, that bad boy... Well, actually, no, that one was 20,000. It's actually slightly higher. Interesting. It's probably because it has more epic weapons than the previous one. That's what I'm guessing it is. That's pretty decent, though. That's pretty decent. Although I do kind of want to try these snowfalls on these things. Since these things are fully articulating, these things would be great. Because then you can just kind of mount them up front. And then you just kind of have them work from there. The issue is, though, you'd only have a limited angle of like 120. Maybe more triggers, though, would be great. Oh, wow, these triggers got nerfed. Wow. Look at that price. It's still not dirt cheap yet, but it's pretty cheap. That's a pretty cheap price. Caucasus, they were nerfed again, but their price still hasn't gone down. It's still not as bad as when the Caucasus used to be worth like 200 bucks. I should have picked up so much more of them. Honestly, when any weapon, any purple goes down to like 200, that's the time when to buy it. If it goes even lower than 200, oh my god, buy a lot of them. Like, there's only very few purples in which the price of it being at 200 is actually justifiable. Majority of the time, it's just a balancing related issue. And if that balancing issue ever gets changed, then congratulations, your object just went up like an extra 200% in price. Same thing happened with Aspect. Aspect fell out of meta there for a hot second. For like a year. But then when that bad boy came back into the meta, holy shit. Was that some change in my pocket. And it's still not even over yet. Still not even over. Alright, 1 second. I am just gathering some beverage. So that my voice doesn't get lost. And to also feed... Is this caffeinated? Is this caffeinated? It has to be caffeinated, because I feel fucking wired. Sodium citrate, natural flavors, sulfamate, potassium, starch, ester gum, caffeine. Yep. Usually they're supposed to... Ah, here it is. 19 milligrams per 12 fluid ounces. And this is what? How many ounces? 2.1 quarts, which I think is like 16 ounces per. So there's probably like 100 milligrams in this whole thing. That's not too bad. I think your average cup of coffee is like 200 milligrams, since people usually put like an espresso shot in that shit. I do not know how people can do that. If I had like 200 milligrams of caffeine at any given moment, I would be off the fucking wall. Your body can compensate so much when you drink caffeine, to the point of it just being useless. Ah. We'll see how this bad boy does, though. I could try to do this in Clan Wars, but I don't have a Clan Leviathan. Or a Clan. I'm a bit impeded on a variety of fronts. Let's see, how was that fuse? Oof. Did someone... Yep, they uppriced me. Oh, you cunts. Alright then, we'll change it. I'll chase you up there to that price bracket. I want me fuses. Those bad boys are delicious right now. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got Frontier Defense. Ooh, here we go. Frontier Defense in copper, nonetheless. And I do need to do one more in copper anyway. Alright, so sweet. Yeah, let's do that. I need that stuff. I also need to check on crossoutdatabase.com right now. You know, honestly, once I got everything logged in, it was actually really nice. The transition to a new PC is not as hard as you like to think. Sure, there's like some minor things you have to set up with, like in terms of, you know, OBS and whatnot, but legitimately, it should take you less than an hour to really get configured with your new system. Especially if you download all of the applications you have beforehand onto an SD or a USB drive and just use that. And that saves you like 20 minutes there because you don't have to download every individual package. Alright, so rarity, rare special, nomads, crafting margin. Why the fuck do the racing wheels always have such high margin on them? Yeah, might as well just make more defenders then. Because defenders are still profitable. And I just keep crafting those into other stuff. Although 16, can you please make something that is on the low range, please? Well, actually, I do have a build for hard raids that, what am I drawing a blank to? That only requires level 10 engineers, and that actually works out decently well. So just gotta look on the YouTube channel for that. Literally designed for hard raids. But to be fair, though, I had to use like 16 radios on that bad boy. I had to use a lot of radios. But to be fair, though, I mean, it was designed to be utilized on legitimately any build. All you had to do is get a couple of blue parts, and you'd be alright. It's just that quad defender build. Yep, that dual retro build's gonna consume all of the power here. Yeah, see, this dude is just gobbling up the power here. Yeah, out of that whole thing, that was like a grand total of 60 or 70 points there. I got 4. This dude's just straight gobbling the power here. Honestly, I feel like these bots should have explosion resistance. Because that fucking retro build is going to tank my score for this game. And it's to the point where, honestly, it's actually a net negative on the whole team. Since if this thing kills anything faster than the wave completes, then guess what? You legitimately get 0 points. Like, these dudes right now, these two people, have probably missed out on at least on 100 or 200 points already. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, of course, this is also going to make our games extremely fast. But damn, is this going to burn through our power. Thank God I got a fast car. Otherwise, this would be rough. Meow. That's such a cute little baby car. Oh, cute. And he's just cock blocking me too. That's great. I would appreciate it if you didn't do such things. I mean, to be greedy is one thing, to be that greedy. To physically body block the bots to prevent people from getting points. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I will say this is going to be like one of the faster missions we're going to be doing here. Let's see if we can get sub 7 minutes. That'd be nice. I mean, to be fair, if you want to do PvE on the easy, Retchers, Porcupines, all that shit's so good for this. People with those two builds just do so much. Ironically, though, it's like one of the more expensive weapons. Got him. Nice. Just a bit distracted. He's also trying to stay right behind them, since a lot of these bots here are built with explosives in the back. So if you can hit the backside of any of these bots, you generally do a lot of damage. Got him. Oh, God. To be fair, though, if I was him, I definitely would use Retchers, too. Retchers and doing nothing but frontier defense missions, you'll get so much more money. Like, doing frontier defense missions with plastic, oh my god. Holy shit, that was a lot of howitzers. Oh, we're not even done yet. Surprise, surprise. I'm still got all my guns. And my radar, too. And enough wheels to still be useful. This build is on its leggings. You'll be alright. Here, we'll fix this one here, too. I just want to see what his score is at the end of this. I wouldn't be surprised if it was somewhere in the 1600 range. I mean, if he was in the 1600 range, though, he's getting like 30 plastic per raid. Although I guess in this instance, I'm not sure how much copper that would be. It'd be a lot of copper. I actually wonder, would it be possible to get 300 copper per raid? God, that would be a lot. I mean, that'd be enough to, what, craft a full blue in one raid? And being able to do that every hour? I mean, it ain't too shabby. There we go. See, you gotta follow him. You see, he knows what he's doing. Lovely use of Xenova cabin, too. Although, to be honest, I actually wonder if the Omni box would be better for him. Because at least then he would get the extra resistance, or the extra reload speed. But my guess... Oh wait, no, he wouldn't be using reload speed, he'd be using cooling speed. Still though, that would be good. The Retchers do have an incredibly long one. Following don't ask more. No, is they dead? Alright, whatever, the other wave already spawned. Is he's bottom? Is that ever even here anymore, or is he just kind of like AFK? I wouldn't be surprised. Also, damn, that dude has like 18 wheels on his car. I mean, is it really necessary to have that many wheels? I can't imagine it's terribly useful. Although I guess having some internal wheels would be really nice. If you're in a Leviathan... Wow, I didn't even get to touch the Leviathan. Holy shit. Yeah, look at this. This red Joker, I'm assuming this... Oh my god. That means it must have... I literally must have missed checkpoints. Must have missed checkpoints. God, that's irritating. Dude's just eating up the score for the rest of the team. Because not only is he taking away the score that you can earn, he's then also making you miss checkpoints. Because it's an anti-AFK system. This game has this thing where during points in the raid, it will award you a certain amount of points, assuming you've met a certain damage threshold or something like that. So if you don't meet this damage threshold because all the enemies are killed before you get there, you don't get this checkpoint, which can usually be around 100 to 200 points per. So when your raid is encompassing only 1,200 to 1,600 points, that's a pretty decent chunk of your rewards. That's like 10 to 15% of your rewards every time that dude denies you a checkpoint. Which then can translate into a decent chunk of rewards. So you can actually end up losing quite a bit of money. You can actually go in the red for certain raids if that happens too severely. Like if you're on a cannon build and a retro build comes into the raid, yeah, you're basically not getting points that round. It's basically, I mean, to be fair, you're already at a disadvantage by being a cannon build, but since they're dying so fast, it's just on another level. Yeah, that dude shaved off a whole minute with his tactics. But it cost me like 20% of my rewards. Oh, that's ridiculous. I guess I'll just do Perimeter Breach instead. At least then they offer Majority Fool. I can take that. That'll work well for me. I'm curious, how expensive are those bad boys right now? Take a look at those epics. Get rid of that. And let's see what the cheapest one is right now. Toadfish is always... Wow. Look at how fucking low this is. Holy shit. That is cheap. Oh my god. Yes. Let me... 1299.01. Let's get like 4 of these bad boys. Oh, yes. If I can get a couple of those toadfishes at $1,300. Oh my god. I would only have to wait until I think it's up like 1,600 to make profit. So if the thing ever got buffed, that's profit right there. Look at the beautiful car. Oh, it's a drone boat. Cute. I don't know if drone boats are actually viable. The thing with most drone boats is that it really have a large downtime that can only be managed with certain tactics. So it's kind of sucky. Ooh, let's not be constantly slowed, please. I do appreciate, though, that the Dawn's Children, all of their cabins, can enhance their damage. Like, I think the Quasar cabin, if that one's using the Quantum right now, and it's got extra damage. Hey, thank you. Your drone just absorbed a Quasar shot. Nice. Ooh, alright, we're alright. Ooh, shit. Let's get that drone boat, though, while the turrets are still up. There we go. Oh, nice. And he's got the cap can. There, it's not too bad of an idea. The reason why, though, he has to run around the whole time is because I'm pretty sure he has the cheetah engine. And the cheetah engine necessitates that you have to move a lot. Not too bad of an idea, though. Excuse me. There we go. I wish you could get a cap can. The downside is the cap can's so expensive. Bad boy's like, what, 2,000 coins right now? Still so good. Yoink. not too shabby. And let's get that down. And then you go down too. Beautiful. Oh hey, they removed that turret finally. That turret was glitched out for the longest time. But yeah, they added a lot more textures to the map. I greatly appreciate that. It actually looks really nice. Yeah, fuck it, just go ahead and hit it. This is why I kind of want to have just like a triple spark build. I would love to go in there face with a cohort cabin. Oh. But I would love to try that. Triple spark cabin, cohort, maybe an Aegis or a barrier, and then just go face on this all the time. Ah, that'd be amazing. Or I guess throw down a cooler and a radiator to go with that. On like an Omnibox setup. I feel like that could work. I guess I could also try doing it on a quantum cabin, since I know there is a decent chance that I will face allies who are utilizing a heating weapon, so I could potentially bank off that. Although to be fair, I'm going to need that extra durability, so the cohort probably would be nice. Because I think the cohort works on weapons too, so you can get a little bit of extra durability out on them. Why I play with caucuses, not retros? Because I don't want to pay for them right now. Fucking retros are expensive, man. Although to be fair, I think right now they're actually going down in price. Yeah, but those bad boys are potentially worth it right now. I don't know, hard to say. I tend to only play with like really, really cheap weapons. Because the majority of the time, weapons are not actually off meta. They're just like not orthodox. I'll be fair, there are some weapons that are legitimate shitty, like that Arathorn. Oh my god, those are awful. Toadfish, probably awful too, but who knows? Harvester's probably awful. But hell yeah, they cheat. Fucking Toadfishes right now, $1,300. What? Why are they so cheap? That's cheaper than what I bought the Aspects for. I bought the Aspects for $14.50 a piece. So an extra 200 coins less? Yes, please. They just got nerfed to something by 2, but I'm thinking about getting them back for PvE. And I say they're always great for PvE. A dual retro build in PvE will kick ass. Do some frontier defense missions. You'll get fast turnaround time on those bad boys. You'll get like 9 coins of profit per frontier defense mission. And for 7 minutes, I mean, that's a pretty good grind time. I mean, 7 minutes for like 9 coins. That's probably even higher than what you can get in PvP. Like during optimal grinding. And it's also really consistent too, because you'll hardly ever lose a raid. Meow. Ooh, more back here. Caucuses though ain't too bad in PvP. Or PvE. Majority of the time I actually am up there either at MVP or second place. It's not that bad. I mean, when you're doing purely cabin damage on cars like this, you do get a lot of the demolition points assigned to it. Not to mention that most cars here have less than, you know, like 1,000 HP. So you can generally chew through their armor pretty quickly. The only ones that are a bit obnoxious are the Steppenwolfs. Fuck those dudes, honestly. Holy shit. With their 1,500, 2,000 HP cars, they can suck a cock. If you're doing Steppenwolfs, then you basically need retros. But if you got retros, holy shit, are the Steppenwolfs easiest play to do. Just angle your gun super high. Make sure you hit the backside of the cabin. Yep, those bad boys will explode in 2 hits. There you go. Take that bad boy out. Alright. I think we're doing alright. I say car's only got 200 HP left. Still in perfect condition. Disregard the missing tires and gun. Handling ain't too bad though, actually. And we're still getting up there in the 100-kilometer range. Ooh, burnout. That surface traction's still a bit rough. There we go. We should be alright, though. I'll take a look, though. Yeah, so right now I also don't have a lot of money, too. Because if I'm buying 4 toadfishes, that's going to basically lock down another couple hundred coins. Yoink. Blink. Here we go. A little hard to say. I guess I could also sell my Pathfinder's crates. And they use those for a bit of profit. Oh, no. Of course, the bots are going straight for me. Whoops. It's still not doing too bad, though. I actually wonder, though, if the triple spark, though, would actually be any good in PvE. While you would be able to deal with mines, the bombs, and drones extremely easy, your damage output would be really miffed. Because you'd be only able to take off 1 armor piece at a time. So to kill something would be very, very methodical. And very time-consuming. With triple sparks, maybe not as much. Because you'd still be doing a couple hundred damage. But damn, that would take a long-ass time. I guess I should upgrade the damage, though. If you got the Hollow Cabin or the Humpback. Because at least then you can use the extra damage potential. Probably the How would be probably the better idea. Because it can be decently fast. Do a banana-style build with that thing. Make sure you get full 180-degree angle with that bad boy. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, I see that. Number 2. By a healthy margin, too. Still didn't get number 1, but that's fine. Nice. So let me take a look here. We got 7,700 badges, 7,800 badges, roughly. Not too bad. Oh, these fuckers. They're all driving up the price. They see the potential just like I do. They see the potential just like I do. They're picking out the cheapest weapons and trying to pick it up for a snack. Downside, I won't get too many toadfishes, though. On the upside, though, if I do get a couple of toadfishes. Ooh, that'd be nice. I already got a couple of 8 fuses, though, so I'm doing alright. I could actually sell them right now for a profit, because I think I picked them up at 160, 170. So that wouldn't be bad. Same to the last raiders, I could even sell those for a profit right now. It'd only be like 20 coins, I'd be making only 80 in total, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's basically the equivalent of crafting 80 parts, which is a lot. 0.43. Slap out 4 of these bad boys. You know, honestly, I'm surprised Crossout doesn't implement a sales tax for purchasing, too. I guess maybe they're too worried about the that disincentivizing crafting. If they implemented a sales tax for this game... Well, actually, all that would really do is just jack up the price of scrap. Because instead of people buying whites, they would just make their own whites. Hard to say. Yeah, they probably don't need to do a sales tax. That probably would, like, severely negatively impact the economy. They should be alright, though. I would like to see, though, how well my Leviathan does in these battles. The downside is that my Leviathans really only get 1 battle for every 24 hours. And it's like 8 copper. It always loses, too. Just because the most people who do Leviathan battles, like the 3 that do them, they all have anti-Leviathan builds with, you know, Retchers or Crickets or whatever. It's basically impossible to really win those consistently. Like, the only way you're going to win Leviathan battles is if you're dealing with a group of people who are legit, like, not equipped to handle it. Fuck with their incisary. Bad for your health. Maybe I should get some, like, copyright-free Christmas music going on in here. I could do it. I could do it. God damn. I gotta say, Moist Critical, or Charlie, as he's made known too, this dude has been absolutely killing it on the streaming and on the YouTube side of things. Like, absolutely killing it. Goddamn. Doing so well, though. And if he's able to spend, like, $100,000 in Pokemon cards and still, like, be leagues ahead, that's hilarious. Oh, my God. Yeah, but take a look at those retros, though. What's the price on those bad boys? Oh, yeah. Yeah, people are unloading them. Oh, yeah, but these bad boys, they're still $2,300. That's, like, still an obscenely good price. What's the crafting margin on those bad boys? Yeah, the crafting margin on these beasts is still fucking 45 coins per. Like, that's a very high crafting margin. In fact, it is the third highest crafting margin. You can make 45 coins per retro right now. It is not a buying market for retros. It is a selling market for retros right now. Definite selling market for these things. Fuck, if I was in... What would I need to be? Would I be with nomads or... Yeah. You know... Selling these bad boys, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I would legit be making a profit off these things. The only downside is that the price can vary wildly within a 21-hour period. So while it's worth it to craft it now, it may not be later in time. Which is the biggest issue here. But let's pick it up. Let's do it here. So let's pick up 2 of the... Oh, wait, shit, my thing's full right now because I got... I'm purchasing way too many fuses. Here, okay, so let's bump this down to... bump this down to 4. I gotta chill it on the fuses. And I could probably bump it down on the toadfishes, too. Edit. Change. Just so I'm not, like, you know, having as many of those spaces. If I had, like, the ability to have, like, 40 or so offer pages up at once, like, if I had the ability to have, like, 40 or 60, I would be doing way, way, way more buying. Hey, what's Machism? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'll be doing way more trading. Alright, so Retcher, my boy. Let's get you building. So, 314.06. Swapping 2 of those. Impulses. Bit expensive. But we'll buy 2 of you. I always buy it at the absolute cheapest prices. So that way you'll just earn higher margins. I used to do this for Cyclones, because for whatever reason Cyclones were super high in value for the longest time. Ooh, let me just change that down to 1. Yeah, for Cyclones, for whatever reason, for the longest time, they had a really high margin. It was something like, oh God, it was like something like 60 or something like that per Cyclone. So I crafted like 40 of those bad boys. Yeah, because if you actually look at my debriefing here, I crafted 42 legendaries. A lot of them were blueprints, but a lot of them were also Cyclones. In fact, it was probably majority Cyclones. Yep, got a text message here. What we got going on here? Gotta turn that brightness. That sounds dank. It's a green alternative fuel source for a car. We'll just throw a little jab in there. Yeah, no. Eating dried fruit is a bad idea if you're going on... if you're going on a drive. Absolutely terrible idea. Because it's pure fiber and it's pure sugar. Like, if you want to know what diarrhea feels like, eat half a pound of any dried fruit and you will absolutely shit your brains out. Feels amazing for, like, the first 5 minutes. Afterwards, not really. Not quite as much. Although, to be fair, that still won't stop me from eating tomatoes. Like, I have a nasty habit. Like, when there's some, like, a bag of beefsteak tomatoes around there, and there's, like, 10 pounds of beefsteak tomatoes, I'll eat, like, 4 pounds of beefsteak tomatoes a day. It is bad. I mean, it's really great because it fills you up at super low calories, and it's really great for hydrating you. Downside, holy shit. It's a lot of fiber. It's a lot of water. It's like the perfect storm if you want to be able to cure constipation. It's great. It has arrived. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, it's an Asus TUF laptop. I got that exact same thing from my relatives. I got one of those Asus TUF laptops that were like $800, $700. They were something stupid cheap. But it's a quad-core i5 with like a 1050, 1060. Honestly, a great system. And it was like full metal too. So it was really good. The only downside is about a lot of those gaming laptops is that they tend to go pretty skimpy on the cooling. So to actually get the full effect out of a lot of gaming laptops, you have to utilize things like liquid metal just so that the laptop can properly cool itself. I know I had to do that exact same thing on my laptop because without the liquid metal, my laptop literally underclocked itself. It was so hot. It was stupid. I got underclocked by like a gigahertz too. But afterwards, ooh, I could actually sustain turbo with that bad boy. Fucking lit, man. Alright, what else do we got here? Normal plastic raids. Perimeter breach. Alright, I can do that. What, we need 2 more of them? Yeah, 2 more of them. Alright. So we'll do 2 more of these, and I think we'll be good for today. Yeah, because today was more of a testing stream, and honestly, the test has gone fucking swimmingly. 0 dropped frames, absolute stunning visual fidelity, at least comparatively to my usual shenanigans. I got my hard drive set up in a RAID 1 configuration right now, so now I have data backup for everything on a 8TB hard drive. Like everything is just coasting along. The only downside is that I accidentally deleted a bunch of family pictures. Upside, I shouldn't do that again. You look, it's a mix and match here. Oh, look at this, though. Fucking OBS only consuming 8% of my CPU. Ah. I think just switching to AMD versus Intel, I probably didn't even need the extra 4 cores. Just switching alone to get that extra stream encoding efficiency increase probably did that all by itself. Fucking amazing. Down, Fido. Dude's actually got a pretty good idea, though. Spectres and Piercers, absolutely fantastic for this map. Especially with these bad boys. These bad boys will die real fast. I should probably be using a cohort if I'm going to be facing this hard. Get him. Nice. Good job, boys. Rude. Honestly, I might need to put a more powerful bumper in the front of my car. Or maybe even a bi-layer of bumpers. This bad boy seems to be tearing through its bumpers so fast. It's either that, or I can exchange it for... Because if you want to actually save on bumpers, what you could do... use legs, or use... what are those things called? Meat grinders, that's what it is. The meat grinders, absolutely fantastic. Because with those bad boys, they have contact resistance, I think, up to 50%. So if you put those up front, and then you just etch them a little bit forward, so that they exceed the range of your frames, you're actually protected from melee pretty nicely. Because not only does it deal damage, it has just effectively a lot more HP against ramming. And if you have 4 meat grinders, absolutely fantastic. Downside, you gotta deal with the downsides of meat grinders. But honestly, there is actually some tertiary benefits. A lot of people have been using them for kind of like pseudo-armor and anti-ramming capabilities. Because since ramming with meat grinders is a little bit less effective, because you can kind of crawl back over the melee build. The only melee builds you're not really able to crawl over is those melee builds that are purposely designed to trap you in one way. Like a lot of those fuse builds. Very common. Yeah, that dude's going full fucking bore on his rapiers and machine guns all the dang time. You know, honestly, I just have a video for him I just made recently too. Basic combat tips for newer players. Absolutely fantastic. If I do say so myself. Oh, damn! Ah, I might have to use a faster encoder. Interesting. My CPU shouldn't be pinged at 100%. I guess I could see it, though. Facer is probably using 20%, OBS using 15%, this game's probably using 10 to 30. So I could see it getting pinged. Or at least getting close to being pinged. That's alright. Live on the edge of glory. The edge, the edge, the edge. No, I shouldn't sing that. Knowing me, I probably would actually get copyrighted. Because I think there was a issue on Twitch. Didn't some stream, like a long time back, get copyrighted for having the audience sing Happy Birthday? Because apparently that is a Warner Brothers song. And they do enforce their copyright. You know, honestly, I gotta imagine that copyright for that music song, that's honestly gotta be an amazing system. Because any TV show or any public gathering, they are legally required to get a broadcast license for that, or whatever type of license. So they're probably making bank off DMCA notices and whatnot off that thing. It's probably amazing. I always thought that song would actually be in the public domain, but apparently not. Need assistance? You'll be fine, my dude. You'll be fine. You know, I do notice, though, a lot of these cars are not designed with PvP in mind. They're designed to be, like, uber slick with frames in mind. I guess it could work. For PvP, though, or PvE, not quite. He doesn't want to have those machine guns more up front, or in back. The thing is that a lot of low-lying guns, is that if you get rammed, or if you have any other low-lying build that faces you, those guns will be the first thing to go, just automatically. Although a lot of builds tend to be a lot more top-heavy, so it doesn't seem to be too much of an issue. Especially in PvE, is that as long as you're on your side, they'll go for your cabin first. I might as well just kill myself. This build's already pretty wounded. Boink. There we go. Feeling fresh. For almost baking. I'm actually thinking about potentially modifying this build, because I did see someone utilize the caucuses with 2 up front and then 1 up top, so that they could theoretically all fire backwards. I can see that being a good idea. They'd definitely be a lot more useful in... Ooh, I don't even know. I don't know, any situation in which you're actually firing from behind a lot of the time. I mean, majority of the time, I'm pretty alright in this case. I'd be more of like a PvP-oriented build. Because at least then you'd be able to deal damage to melee builds while running away from them. That is one of the downsides of this build, is that you really can't run away and deal damage. You can only pursue and deal damage. Otherwise, you gotta do a lot of turning to really utilize your damage to the fullest. Yoink. Oh, hey, I didn't notice you were there. What's up? Ow. Look at that. Bad boy knocked off all of my skirt on this thing. I'll be fair, the skirt armor on this thing is very minimal. It's really only meant to absorb, like, 1 cannon shot. But damn, does it do it well. And did that thing die from it? That's bad. I expected, though. Hey, what's up there, Paul? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Yoink, and he's going straight for that booty. Holy shit. Hey, that's one potential downside. You don't want that car to go that fast. It'd be unable to do any damage. Ooh, let's not. Let's peel it back. It's doing pretty alright, though. Here, just go ahead and finish that one down. Come on, come on, come on. Give me the goods, baby. Yeah, there we go. Ram that thing down. Hopefully it didn't knock off my gun. We're good. See, love. This builds are kind of weird too, because this build is kind of gimped by the fact it utilizes a Bigfoot in the back with the auger. It actually fucks with the turning. You can't actually do like the sideways stuff. Yeah, it can be frustrating, but it's not that bad most of the time. I know a lot of the time people tend to get peeved with the intense grind of this game. Like, if you come into this game with the expectations that the grind is going to be minimal and non-impeding, then you're just going to be sadly mistaken. It's not one of those gentle grind games. This game, fucking, it's grind. It is pure grind. So if you ain't anticipating it, yeah. It's gonna feel like a butt fucking. There we go. We should be alright. Hey! Hey! Got a toadfish! Where is it at? Hey! Nice! Aw, sweet. The fact I could get those bad boys is so good. Oh, let's bump it up to 19. Yeah, the thing with purples is that you have to be stupidly competitive with them. Because a lot of these purples don't have a fast turnaround time. So you're just going to be waiting for them for ages. Alright, at least we got that, so now we can make a couple of more of these bad boys. Do I not have any more? Why do I only have 2 of them? I guess I'll need 2 more of these. Yoink. There we go. Should be alright. For whatever reason, we only have... Let's see. Yeah, we got 1 cooler. Yeah, and 1 of the guns. Okay, so yeah, we definitely need those. Alright. So 1 more mission. Get our next 150 badges, and then we should be good for the week. I mean, after that, yeah, we got, like, get the electronics and shit, but... I don't get too much. We'll be alright. Gotta be pretty intense. Oh, yeah, is Cash still out here? Oh, no, I got my rewards for him. Alright. Just making sure. Because you want to come out here sometimes. There are a couple of named NPCs that you'll encounter. That Cash one, though, always gives you, ironically enough, a lot of cash. It's either like a stack of copper, stack of scrap, a coupon for an epic workbench or a blue workbench, which that right there is either 5 to 15 coins. So I mean, just for coming out here and doing like 2 seconds of work, you can get the equivalent of like, you know, 18 minutes of optimal grinding. So that's actually pretty nice. And for a newer player, it's a lot of money. I'll be fair, a lot of newer players though tend to actually craft a lot of weapons that are negative crafting margin. Which honestly, I don't mind. Hey, I'll pick it up for cheap. Yeah, as in the hidden loot. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess it is true. He is like a hidden loot stash. Holy shit, these are some beefy cars. Yep, we got Arbiters, Helioses, and Cyclones. Yeah, what's up, dudes? These are going to jack up the power score of these minions. But it does give you more rewards. It makes it hard, though, for sure. I should probably back it up here. Yoink. Move it up, boys. Here we go. I just want to make sure you want to be a little bit fast with this. Because time is money. You don't want to be slow. So that's what it actually does earn you money in the long run. If you are in a fast car. You can shave off a couple of seconds here and there. And that does save you money. It looks like all the mines are gone here. Well, that's good. Woo, you big boy. I'd still love to try that triple spark build. Oh, we gotta get it at some point. The only downside is that I don't want to pay for the extra cabin. But I think each one is 4 energy. So theoretically I could just throw on a cohort and a big G and 3 sparks. But damn, my power score would at least be 11k on that bad boy. And my damage wouldn't even be that high. I feel like sparks really heavily benefit from a radiator and a cooler. Basically mandatory. Even if it's only an epic tier 1. I like to play too, but I think I'm sick. I'm too sick to be able to concentrate and play properly. Although I optimized my build since last time I played, so I'll just watch today. All right, well, thank you. That's all right. Lurking is always greatly appreciated, and chatting even more so. No obligations here. Yeah, to be fair, there really even is no obligations whatsoever, since majority of the time you can still interact with the stream even when it's over. That is the one benefit of YouTube over Twitch. At least then, you get permanent archives of streams. A lot more features. Oh, Pandy, forgot to mention the stream on Discord. Oh, yeah, shit! Ah, fuck. I was too distracted with YouTube. Yeah, so I need to get a bot that does it automatically. I really need to do that. That would help out a lot. I know there's a social media bot that you can get. So maybe I just need to stop being lazy and do that. Okay, for one more, I'll probably hop on later. Potentially, I think I'm going to be ending it here soon. So I'll probably actually go do that Discord bot thing. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Plus, also my voice is going. And I should probably socialize this evening. Because I have been in my room doing a bunch of tinkering with my, desktop all day. Wait, you got a Discord? Hell yeah, we do. It's right there in the description. You should be able to see it in the YouTube description. And I also shout it out every time the stream ends. There we go. Should be alright. Yeah, it's actually got a pretty decent sized community in there. Although downside is there's a lot of young people in there. A lot of young people. The face rig brings in all the Zoomers. Going right now when I found that you're streaming. I know. That's the downside, is that I stream for only short bits of time, and I don't announce it either. So it's kind of hard for a lot of people to, fit me in a lot of the time. I do need to be more consistent. I should actually be able to be a little bit more consistent now that I got some more free time here. So we'll have to see. Zoomers. They are. It is fucking teenage fucking bopper Zoomers. Got a lot of them. To be fair, my demographics say I got a decently even split between middle-aged and younger people. But I guarantee you that younger people is actually probably biased a bit more. The Zoom will learn to fear the boom. Although technically I think I am... What generation would I be? I'm probably somewhere in that median. Zoom Slayer. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. That is an acceptable TOS approved terminology. Maybe they'll convict me of bullying. Who knows? I know Twitch has been real stringent recently. We'll see. We'll see. I know Twitch. Isn't a period of time... Oh, wait, yeah, no. Now it's actually a TOS violation to utilize emotes in a negative way, pretty much in any posture. Either to make fun of or in a harassing fashion. Whichever the fuck that means. That'll be interesting to see how that's enforced. Meow. I actually wonder who's going to be the MVP this round. I mean, that Dikamiku dude has got some interesting build there. It is a, like, L-shaped hover build. And look at all the hovers he's got on it, too. It's like pure beefcake. Interesting design, though. By having the guns and the cabin separated, there's a very low chance of your guns actually being destroyed. Downside, thing's probably pure power score. Oh yeah, look at that. Thing's 1800 power score. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, in PvE, your damage scales based on your power score. So the higher power score you get, the less you actually do here. Heresy, I know. None of that, please. Ooh, break the ankles. Ooh. Miss me with that shit. Ooh, there we go. And the downside is the spot does not know how to utilize melee weapons. Ooh. Yeah, face rigs dropping there. Dropping some of those frames randomly. Yeah, that's weird because my CPU should be fine. Weird. Oh shit, did I accidentally sell it? Nah, whatever, we'll find out later. We'll find out later. But alright, I think we'll be good for today. We've played a lot here, so I want to thank you all for joining us. If you had fun, follow whatever platform is your favorite. We're on that YouTube, we're on that Twitch, we're on that Discord, we're on that Twitter. Join whatever platform is your favorite. There's links to it down below. Holy fuck, does my back hurt from yesterday's workout. Oh god. Other than that, there will be an archive of this stream permanently on YouTube forever. And beyond that, I don't know, become a member on YouTube today. Starts at $1. But other than that, guys, I want to thank you all for joining this evening. If you had fun, well, I already said that shit. God, I'm losing my mind. If any of you have joined me in the Great Trigger Depression, maybe. Triggers right now are super cheap right now, so probably a decent idea. Probably a decent idea. We'll have to see about that. But I think we'll call it good here. I want to thank you all again for joining this evening, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.